Hi, I'm John White. You're watching Time of the Water Canada. I'm in Pefferlaw with Roy Adams, and we're here to test the ice. Ice here isn't quite ready yet. It was open out there just a few days ago. There's a lot of pack ice there. We can't really get out and test it, but we'll take some shots for you and give us its best impression anyway. As you can see,
we started the day at the Peninsula Resort, right beside the mouth of the Pefferlaw River. We came to test the ice, but it really wasn't good enough yet to test. There was a lot of pack ice about 200 yards offshore. Past that, it was open just a few days ago. There is some ice there now, and if we get good cold weather and not a lot of snow, we might be making some ice this week. The ice might be a little bit better down in Chicken Bay on the north side of Duclos Point. The Peninsula Resort is right beside the Pefferlaw River on Lake Simcoe, and you can walk right from your room onto the ice.
so we're now at the end of Haddon Road at Virginia Beach, and the ice here usually settles in a little bit earlier. It's probably one of the first places that gets fished, and we'll cut a line every 200 yards out until we can't walk any further, and then we'll fish, of course. But for now, we're going to give you as good an idea of the conditions of the ice as we can.
Virginia Beach, or the area bordered by Duclos Point to the north down to Sybil Provincial Park, is fairly sheltered, and so it's one of the areas that actually freezes first and gets fished first. There are some cautions. The ferry runs from the ferry dock over to Georgina Island. The area is very shallow, ranging from 5 feet to a maximum of about 14 feet. Actually quite shallow over near the park and Sand Island. At the end of Haddon Road, you'll find ice fishing outfitters. You can rent huts. Just turn to the right as soon as you get to the end of the road.
Okay, so we're about 300 yards offshore right now, and we'll drill the first hole here and let it rip. How's that look?
We have 5 inches on the nose.
5 inches. Well, that's pretty good. Perfect. Now I'm just going to pan over here and show you the ultimate Smitty sled. This is a year in the building, or at least planning and building. This is Roy's Smitty sled. And this is the clam auger holder and control system. Okay, so we're about 305 to 600 yards offshore right now. We had 5 inches back there, so we'll give it another test here. It looks like good ice. It's about the same as we had back there. We've got 5 inches of nice clear ice. It's pretty good condition here. We'll go another 300 yards and test it again. We're now about 3/4 of a kilometer out, directly out of Haddon Road. And the other 2 spots that we did had very good ice, 5 inches of ice. You can see behind us Duclos Point there. So we're going to drill another hole here and see what we get. Same thing. We've got the best part of 5, maybe even a little bit more of good quality ice. And it's cracking under us, so we know that there's some ice making going on. It's cold out today. A little bit of snow. So we'll move out probably another 300-400 yards. That gives you a pretty good idea of the conditions of the ice here. So we're about 1 kilometer and maybe 1/4 off of shore. We've got good ice out here as well, about 5 inches of black ice. Now, the only caution I would give you is stay away from the ferry run. You can see where it runs from the point over here into the dock, and that ferry is going to run until it's too thick for it to break anymore. So stay clear of that, and remember, when that ferry stops running, it's going to have a thin coat of ice on it. If it snows on it, you won't be able to see it. It's very dangerous, so stay away from that line completely. Well, we're now more than 1 kilometer offshore. There's a little bit of snow out, so it's hard to see, but other than that, the conditions are pretty nice out here. Not too much wind. So we'll drill another hole, and this will probably be the last test hole we do for Virginia Beach. Let her rip, Roy.
Got her. We are at 5 1/4 inches.
That's pretty nice. And as you can see, this is pretty good quality ice. Wonder if there's any fish down there.
Today was the inaugural flight of the Tundra drone, as we call it. New toy we have, we can get some aerial photography and be able to tell you conditions where we can't go. Hopefully we'll get some great shots through the winter time. We still need a little bit of practice using it, but all in all, things went pretty good. It was a dark, snowy day out, so it wasn't the best conditions for photography. After the ice test, we met up with Todd Lauer, Colin Booth, and Matt Mitchell. And just when we were showing off, we'll get that fixed. That's all from now from Virginia Beach.